you see 4 alphabets here? Can you see 4 alphabets? Tell me in the chat box quickly, which are the 4 alphabets that you can see? Tell me. 4 alphabets that you can see. You can see A, yes, T, G, and C. Can you see it? Now tell me how many of this will be present in one cell? How many such alphabets will be present in one cell? It's called bases. They're called nitrogenous bases. Okay? Adenine, thymine. Can you guess? So many million. There are 6 billion. What is billion, students? 6 into 10 to the power 9. 6 billion of them are present in a cell. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? Why are we different? Why are you different? Why am I different? Oh, 100 crores. Yep, absolutely. 600 crore it is. Okay? 600 into. One more question. How many genes do you think humans have? You will study this topic. How many genes do humans have? Any guesses? Any guesses? Huh? 9 billions. We have 30,000 genes, which means we have 30,000 characteristics. 30,000 different small characteristics, and all of this is based on this molecule over here. Okay, this molecule is the one that is responsible for how we look. All right, so time to know about the name of this molecule. What is the name of this molecule, my dear students? What is the name? What is the name? Huh? It is DNA. What is the full form of DNA, students? What is the full form of DNA? What is the full form? It is deoxyribonucleic acid. Okay? Deoxyribonucleic acid. All right? Yes, absolutely correct. All of you write the spelling in chat box. Everybody, chat box. Deoxyribonucleic acid. Everyone, all of you. Once you finish, you will be getting your rewards. Okay? Students, today you have a chance to win 4,000 ODA coins. 4,000, not 100, not 200, 4,000 ODA coins. Okay, we have a lot of surprises also in our parent-teacher meeting. But for that, and solve every question. Okay, so time to write. Very good. Deoxyribonucleic acid. Okay, very good, students. If there is one molecule because of which life came on earth, one molecule because of which life came on earth, that is DNA. Because DNA formed, because make its own copy. Okay, it's a replicator. It can make its own copy. It's a replicator. Very good, students. Very good. And here are your rewards as promised. Okay, deoxyribonucleic acid. Why is it? What is the question? How did DNA form? Very good question, beta. Very good question. DNA and all biomolecules formed in primitive Earth. Okay, when many elements came together, and there were a lot of energy sources. Okay, so carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, different atoms came together, and these kind of molecules long ago, 4,000 years ago, 4,000 million years ago. Okay, 4 billion years ago. All right. Like I told you, hair color, skin color, eye color, shape of nose, shape of ear, shape of tongue, how many digits, height, all characters is. Where did you get your DNA, students? You got DNA from both your parents, mother and father. Right, students? And every They take crime scene. They will take hair, fingerprint. Have you seen? In crime, they look for hair, they will look for blood, they will look for fingerprint. It is different and it is unique, right? Your fingerprint is your signature. It is unique for you, right? Similarly, students, your DNA is your uniqueness. Like your fingerprint, like how you use your fingerprint to unlock your phone, right? How you use fingerprint for Aadhaar card, your identity is your fingerprint and it is also your identity, students. Okay? I want you to just DNA for you is unique. DNA, mine, unique. Everybody has unique signature, just like your fingerprint. Okay, students? Since it is unique, every DNA is unique. Your DNA is unique from your parents and your siblings. Identical twins will have the same DNA, but even then there will be small change in characteristics. Okay, students? Now, how many of you know what is the difference between DNA and gene? How many of you know the difference between DNA and gene? What is a gene? You have doubts about genes? Huh? Okay, I will tell you, but before that, let's solve our first question, students. Okay. Harry inherited blue eyes of his mother and brown hair of his father. Which of these molecules are responsible for the inheritance of these features? Proteins, deoxyribonucleic acid, ribonucleic acid, and lipids. What is the correct answer, students? You have 20 seconds. 20 seconds. Very good, excellent. Very, very good. Last 10 seconds. Shabari, Vedashri, Shubham, Tanish, Govind, Lakshana. Looks like you did not listen carefully, huh, Lakshana? Otherwise, you would have got the question correct. Listen carefully, okay? Yes. So, what is the answer? Deoxyribonucleic acid is the answer, okay? Yes, inheritance of this is because of deoxyribonucleic acid. One more question. What is the full form of DNA? All alphabets are small letter, okay? All alphabets are small letter. You just have to write the word. Acid is already here. DNA, DN stands for. A is already here. Dash acid. You need to write all of them in small letters only. Okay, small letters only. Your time starts now, students. Spellings are important. Spellings are very, very important. Very good, Shubham. Excellent. Very good. Okay. Aradhana, Anbu Selvan, Priyanka, Sumit, Jonak, Anum, Ruksha, Anisha. Case sensitive. All small letters. Last 10 seconds. You have already written, bacho. You have already written. What is the answer? Easy, right? It's easy only, no? The answer is deoxyribonucleic acid. No problem. Okay? Students, you have lot of surprises awaiting you, but you need to study thoroughly first. As long as you understand the question and understand the concept, you're good to go. Okay? You should not make the same mistakes in your exam. Right? That is the main thing. Now, one more question. Right? DNA serves as genetic material in all living organisms. And genes are segments of DNA that contain instructions. Right? So, what exactly is the difference between DNA and genes? So, students, genes are a part of DNA. Look here, DNA is this long molecule, right? Long molecule DNA is, and genes are part of the DNA. They are part of the DNA. What do? They code for a particular character by making proteins. Example I will give you, okay? Gene 1 is for hair color. It will code for a protein that gives hair color. Gene 2 is for skin color. It will code for a gene that is responsible for skin color. Right? So DNA is the long molecule. Genes are fragments of it that will code for a protein. Alright, students? So gene is a fragment of DNA that codes for a particular protein and it will be responsible for a character. Alright? Now do you understand? All these alphabets, A, T, G, C, different combinations are possible. So many different combinations. Right? That's why in a population of 8 billion, we are unique. Okay? If you didn't understand, once more I will tell you, don't worry. DNA is a long molecule. Okay? It has fragments. Right? And those fragments are called gene. So, gene is present in DNA. Gene is a part of DNA. Right? If this is a gene, if this is a DNA, this is gene 1, this is gene 2, this is gene 3, they all code for a character. This is for eye color, this is for hair color, this is for skin color, etc. Okay? So gene can be little longer than this and they will code for a character. I hope this is clear. So now based on what you have learned, students, why don't you solve this assertion reason question? It's a very easy one. Okay? DNA serve as the genetic material in all living organisms. Genes are segments of DNA that contain instruction for the synthesis of protein, thereby determining organisms' characters. Okay, why do you have your characteristics? Why do I have characteristics? What is the reason? DNA serves as genetic material. Okay, why is DNA genetic material? Reason, is it the correct reason? If reason is correct, students, go for A. If reason is wrong, go for C. Okay, if both of them are correct but reason is not explaining the assertion, go for B. And if both of them are false, go for D. Okay, so let's solve this question, students. Why DNA serves as genetic material? Try adding a because over here. If because makes sense, go for A. Okay, if because doesn't make sense and it is correct, go for B. So your time starts now. Very higher order thinking question, students, but I'm sure we have learned this and you can solve it. You wrote acid also, Anirudh. No problem. But now you know the spelling, right, of DNA. Alright, students. Last 10 seconds. Last 10 seconds. Very good. So most of you have given the correct answer. Some of you were confused between A and B, and I will tell you why A is the correct answer, students. Okay? Why is A the correct answer? Tell me, out of A and B, which is the correct answer? It's A. Why does DNA serve as genetic material? Why? Because DNA contains genes. And genes are segments that will contain instructions. It's passed on from one generation to another. From your grandparents to parents. From your parents to you. The information is passing through DNA. And the part of DNA which has information is called as genes. That is why DNA is the genetic material. Alright, students, is this clear? DNA serves as genetic material because it contains genes, and genes has all the information for a particular characteristic. Alright, so this was easy? Yes. Now where do you find DNA? Quickly tell me. DNA milta kahan hai? Where do you find this code? Where do you find this DNA? Inside the nucleus of every cell. Okay? Nucleus is the brain of the cell. Inside that you will find the DNA. Right? This is where it is. Okay? This is where it is. And since it is the brain that gives us instructions, and since nucleus is the one that gives cell instructions, nucleus is called as the brain of the cell. It contains all information and it will provide that information. Okay. Can two persons have same DNA? Only if they are identical twins. Otherwise, no. You have unique DNA and everybody else has unique DNA. It's like fingerprint. Okay. So nucleus is called as brain of the cell because it contains all the information and gives instruction to the cell. Brain gives us instructions, right? Similarly, nucleus will be giving instructions. Okay, students. Now, DNA inside a cell is how many meters long? DNA inside the cell is how many meters long? Tell me. 2 meters long. Okay. So assume that this is your DNA. This is your DNA. It is 2 meters long. Right? This is 2 meters long. Imagine, okay? Now, it has to fit into the nucleus. And nucleus is having 6 micrometer diameter. What is micrometer? 6 into 10 to the power minus 6. Is this possible? How can 2 meter fit into 6 micrometer? Is this possible? Huh? It is like packing a 40-kilometer thread into one tennis ball. Is it possible? 40-kilometer thread into one tennis ball. Is this? You want to solve a question? Yes? Okay, fine. After that, I will tell you how. So, length of DNA inside the cell is around dash meter, and it fits into nucleus, which has a diameter of dash. You're trying. Last about a very important molecule. It's okay, and I can see that you are doing amazingly well. Amazing students, great performance. The answer is 2 meter and it fits into nucleus of 6 micrometer. So let's quickly understand how this is possible. How this is possible, I am going to tell you. Okay, so this is our DNA, right? Now, DNA is having some protein in it. Okay, some protein is present over here. Now, what I'm going to do is I am going to coil it. Okay, I'm going to coil it, right? Let's do this demonstration for you. How is DNA fitting inside the 6 micrometer nucleus? Okay, let's see, is this possible? What do you say? This is so long. So long, I am continuing to wind it up, right? This is condensing. So much of condensing is required. And now we have the most condensed form. What is that form called? In case of DNA, how is it forming the most condensed one? Do you see this? Do you see the students? Yes or no? Very good. Okay, absolutely correct. So this is what we are going to see in the next part, right? The DNA is the long molecule. It is having protein present in between. It is having some protein present. All right. And these protein plus DNA will form chromatin. What is chromatin? Chromatin is DNA plus protein. Okay. It is this long DNA plus a protein called as histone. So all of you write chromatin in chat box. Everyone. Write chromatin in chat box. Chromatin is what? DNA plus histone protein. Why, ma'am? Why histone protein is needed? Because packaging is compact with the help of this protein. Okay, compact packing is possible because of this protein and its histone and they form chromatin. Okay, this chromatin will form even more condensed, very dense form. Very, very dense form. And the dense form is called chromatid. What is it called? Chromatid. Dense. D for chromatid, D for dense. DNA became chromatin, chromatin fiber, chromatin became chromatid, very, very dense. Correct? And this chromatid along with one centromere, forms a chromosome. What does it form? Chromosome. What is this chrome? Chrome means color. It can bind to stains and give color. Okay, so that is why it is called as chromosome, because it can bind to colors and dyes. Understood, students? Yes, is this clear? Helix is the DNA. DNA contains genes, right? And this DNA will become chromatin, then it will become chromatid, and it is now chromosome, which is present inside nucleus. Okay, during cell division, it is easy to separate when it is chromosome. Right? No worries, we are going to do a question. We are going to do two questions, in fact. Okay, then you will understand. By the end of the next question, you will understand what did we just study. Okay, so tell me, students, chromatin comprises of X and Y. Chromatin fiber consists of X and Y. What are X and Y? Proteins and DNA, proteins and RNA, carbohydrates and DNA, carbohydrates and RNA. Very, very good, students. Amazing performance, all of you. Great. Last 10 seconds. Very good. So we are going to start our parent-teacher meeting very soon. So you can call your parents before you solve the next question. Okay? So your last question is here. How is DNA packaged inside a cell? This is a Venn diagram. Okay? This is a Venn diagram. You have to tell me what is A, what is B, and what is C. DNA plus protein forms A. Protein will condense and DNA will condense and form chromatid. It will become B, which is present inside C. What is A, B, and C?
Chromosome.
Very clearly read the question based on Venn diagram. Give the correct options with respect to organization. What are A, B, and C? Last question, students. Make it count. Last question. What is A, B, and C? You can also call your parents. You can call your parents. Last 10 seconds. All right, students. So what is the answer? The answer is D. I will tell you how is D the answer. Okay, very quickly, let's discuss how is D the answer. You tell me. You are going to solve with me. DNA along with protein will form. DNA along with protein will form dash. It will form chromatin. Right? It will form what? Chromatin. Right? Chromatin will become more condensed and it will form chromatid. Right? So chromatin and chromatid. Chromatid will form chromosome. Okay? And where is it present, students? It is present inside the nucleus, and nucleus is present inside the cell. Is this clear, students? Is this clear? Yes. So DNA is present along with protein. It forms chromatin, then chromatid. Okay, it becomes chromosome, which is seen inside the nucleus of the cell. All right. So it is time now to call your parents, my dear students. Please call your parents very quickly. Okay. We now start our PTM.
And now, a few words from our students. Do you love Oda?
We love Oda. We love Oda. We love Oda. I love Oda. We love Oda and Oda loves us.
How was your journey with Oda class?
Awesome. 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 Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Yes. What gift did you redeem from Oda Mall?
Hello friends, I am Kobe. Got this grand prize from Oda class. Thank you Oda and thank you Vishnu sir.
All right. So if your parents are here, give me a 5 in the chat box. Give me a 5 in the chat box if your parents are here. Yes, please call your parents. We'll be having a very important discussion. We have learned a topic in your curriculum. Okay, it's a small paragraph in your book, but we have learned it with the help of videos, analogies, and Venn diagrams and solved important questions. Right? So, similar discussion about your studies we will be doing. So, please call your parents, all of you. Okay, similar discussion about every subject. So, for all the parents who are here, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Mahima. I'm a master teacher for the subject biology. I have been associated with ODA class from its very beginning, and from the last 10 years, I am teaching students and preparing them for NEET as well as board examination. So ODA class started in the year 2019 when I was a part of it, and we have now 8 million subscribers and 8 million parents who trust us, students who trust us. So thank you for being a part of it, and I would like to thank you all for spending valuable time for this particular parent-teacher meeting. So thank you, parents, for your valuable time, because this discussion is very important. How can we create interest in